For recognition of prior learning, the evidence submitted needs to be valid, authentic, current, and sufficient to demonstrate competency against a relevant unit or qualification requirements. Let's now discuss several types of evidence that are generally considered appropriate or inappropriate for RPL assessment. Appropriate evidence for RPL includes the following: workplace samples and portfolios, because these demonstrate previous work that showcase the skills and knowledge of the candidate. Next are professional references and testimonials. These are statements from supervisors, colleagues, or clients that confirm the candidate's abilities and work experience. Third are qualifications and transcripts. The formal qualifications, certificates, and transcripts relate directly to the competencies being assessed, allow you as the assessor to correctly map any evidence that relates directly to the RPL being sought. Workplace documents. These are job descriptions, performance appraisals, duty statements, and workplace awards. Next are recorded interviews and professional conversations. These are recordings or documented discussions that demonstrate the candidate's knowledge and how it applies to the specific work situations or tasks. Next are case studies and project summaries. So these are detailed accounts of projects or tasks that the candidate has undertaken, outlining the process, application of skills, and outcomes. Next are training records. These are records of in-house or external training courses, workshops, or seminars that might be relevant to the competencies being assessed. And lastly, third-party reports. These are reports from qualified assessors or individuals who have observed the candidate's work, such as mentors or industry experts. Now let's have a look at inappropriate evidence. These include things like irrelevant qualifications, so qualifications or certificates that have no direct relevance over the competencies being assessed. How about outdated evidence? Evidence that's not current and does not demonstrate the candidate's ability cannot be used as evidence for present-day competency. Generic job descriptions. These are broad or non-specific job descriptions that do not detail the candidate's actual tasks, responsibilities, or achievements. Another are self-assessments without any sort of corroboration, so unverified self-assessments or claims without supporting evidence or third-party validation, unacceptable. Next are confidential or proprietary information. So where evidence that breaches confidentiality agreements or proprietary information without proper authorization cannot be used towards the RPL process for legal reasons. Informal acknowledgements. So these are informal or personal acknowledgements such as thank you notes or non-professional commendations that simply lack detail or specific competencies. Non-verified online courses. So this is completion certificates from online courses or MOOCs that cannot be verified or do not have a clear link to the competencies being sought. And finally, any plagiarized work. So any work or documentation that's not the candidate's own or has been plagiarized from other sources. So when compiling evidence from RPL, it's important to ensure that it directly correlates with the specific competencies being assessed, and that it's verifiable and adheres to the specific guidelines or requirements set by the assessing body or institution, usually your RTO.